This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Recording live. This is Clueless, ladies and gentlemen. Your host back after so long. Did you guys miss me? But hi guys, it's your girl P Money, P Mula, P Zakarat, and I'm back, baby. And I'm not alone, never ever alone. I'm with our boys and their babies. Talk to us.
Wow, long time, man. We missed you so much.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
I'm good. How are you, Cherry?
I'm nice. What do you guys like?
No, I love our own things.
Anyways, guys, Abuti feel up hero to another kid. I scored like a motherfucking slushy baby. Welcome to Clueless. I'm not alone. I'm what? The ghosties. Today we have two ghosts, you know, the one and only baby and Cashy. Hi, hey.
Hey.
Hey, yo, it's your boy Cashy Muller, aka Shake Luma So Smooth. You gotta say it twice, baby. And if you don't know now, you know. Yay. And I'm not alone, I'm with
So babies for the babies, hello, and we are joined by a very special guest.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, please join us in welcoming our favorite corporate baddie. She is known as Tsaone Bedi, but formerly aka known as Sparkle. Hello,
Hi everyone, thank
guys,
you so
a round
much
of
for
applause,
having me.
please. Yes.
Thanks for having me.
Day in the life. This is part of the day. Did we feature?
You are definitely going to feature. In fact, it's going to start from here.
Oh, yes. Yes. So, hello.
Hi guys, thanks for having me. I'm so excited.
Yes. Have you done a podcast style type of interview
No,
before?
I've
So
done
this is
radio.
your
I've
first.
never done a podcast.
Oh, wow. So, how are you
I'm
feeling?
excited and nervous, but I'm excited.
Yes, I get nervous. I'd be nervous just even in interviewing you
Yeah.
today. The nerves are eating me up.
Okay. At least we're both nervous.
So, yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we're going to have a nice, episode. I believe that, let's be free. Let's have fun,
Yes.
Yes.
Clueless.
And I can see you guys are even dressed on theme, a bit corporate, smart,
know.
casual,
Very.
I see the influence.
Preparing for our weddings too. Wanna be,
You dressing like that to your wedding?
No, relax.
What's wrong with these
I think it builds up. Starting with the jacket. Don't do it.
Something we're building, guys, bit by bit.
Yes, Sparkle, let's get into your outfit. Now talking about the what did we have a theme for today?
Oh, well, smart casual.
Smart casual. Yes.
Yeah, this is my smart casual.
Is
Young
this you?
suit with no collar and some sneakers to just keep it calm.
Not any sneakers, ma'am.
not any.
What are those?
I had to dress up for you guys.
Oh, thank you. So you're not coming straight from work.
I changed my shoes. I was wearing heels
Okay.
today, but I was like, let me just come down so I'm not too serious.
Oh,
it's not a
yes.
boardroom. Get clueless. Hold nice.
So nice.
Okay.
Come on, tricky.
So I put on
Yes.
some sneakers so I can fit in.
Yeah, no, but you look good.
Thank you so much. You guys look good too. I see y'all. I see the ghost looking good too.
Yeah,
The naughty ones.
No, guys.
Yeah,
But-
how are we feeling?
No, we're feeling good.
How are
Yeah,
we?
me too, Rita.
Let's start with Slushy.
A little weekend debrief.
For me, I just wanna ask her. Like, I understand what she's old, but she tried to, So I wanna understand her age. How old are you?
How old do you guys think I am?
It's rude to ask a lady her age.
No, don't say it's rude. I need to know, guys. We'll have a conversation. What do you mean?
How old do you think I am? Let's play a guessing game before I
Let's
say.
say 31.
Okay.
Early 30s, yeah.
29.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm like 28, 29.
Oh, thank you. I'm 33.
Oh.
33.
Yeah.
So
Have you
guys.
seen that Kevin Hart meme? Damn.
At least no one said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 33.
Yeah, and I've been hunting for a sugar mama these past couple of
Oh, I'll find you from my friends.
She's off the market.
I'll find you someone my age
Nah, for
from
sure.
my friends.
Yeah,
Okay,
my
so-
my age mates are toxic. My age mates are toxic, Chef.
I think he's projecting.
Yeah.
No, but 33. So at which age did you get married at?
I was 26.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 26.
Because I've told you guys this before. I want to get married when I'm 25. So that's in 2 years.
But I feel like that's the right age. That's the right age for a woman.
I think
not
so.
A man. Like for a man, I feel like 26.
It depends.
Are you already? Pardon?
It depends.
It depends.
Yeah. On the kind of person that you
obviously it's not the right time.
Sebaga language.
My husband and I are the same age.
Oh, you
So
guys are the same age?
he had just turned 27, I was still 26.
And how long were you guys dating for?
We got married on our second year of dating.
Second year.
That's what I want.
I feel like Gabs wasn't like it is now.
Yeah.
And you
Maybe
guys,
back then was
did you guys grow up in the city?
I did, he didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I grew up in Gabs. He didn't live in Gabs most of the time, so he moved here after high school. But he was in Lobatse, which is probably the same as
just
Gabs.
here.
Yeah.
It's probably the same.
But we met in Gabs.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Sin City then.
No. Oh, I guess maybe for the two of us, we were not part of Sin City.
Okay.
So you feel like the dating thing has recently changed?
If I wasn't married, I'd be a nun.
And none.
This is bad now.
When I hear those stories, I'm just like, yo,
At home.
Imagine
tough.
a married woman
I'm
telling
sorry.
her to us.
Yeah, like
So we are in trouble, eh?
it's
My
bad,
Gen Z,
chief.
like in general.
Yeah, we're so cool.
I mean, the city is not doing great, but I feel like you can find your person if you are intentional and you meet someone as intentional as you.
So
Amen.
nice. The thing is being intentional. So
Yeah.
when you guys met, did you guys lay out your intentions first and foremost?
So when I met him, we met a few years before we dated, and then we became friends, but then we lost touch. Then we met when I just finished varsity. He had already finished a year before me. And then we met through a mutual friend, and we had both gotten through breakups. So we were just both talking about like the disappointments from relationships. I mean, we were young, but it just was like I knew what I wanted. I'd always wanted to get married young.
Okay.
So I guess I told my story and said, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, this is what I'd like. And he took notes
Okay.
and did exactly what I wanted.
Oh, are you guys
Yes, sir.
taking notes?
We're taking notes. Yeah.
So I think he
We love
asked
a
me
focused
out
king.
a year after we'd been hanging out.
Just hanging out, not dating.
Not dating. Just going for movies, hanging out, going out with other friends, getting to know each other.
Okay, so you guys built genuinely a friendship before
That's
you
my
guys.
dog. Like, he's my friend before he's my husband.
Okay, nice.
Now, okay, guys.
No, I'm taking notes, my boy. I'm taking notes.
But how do you guys as Gen Zs see the relationship scene? Especially hearing what a married person has to say about it.
I think she's noting all the things I would not necessarily look for, but the guidelines in the sense that yes, we should build friendships before we start dating, and just laying out. You may not have laid out your intentions to say this is what I want, this is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Did you ever think maybe you were trauma bonding in the beginning?
I mean, in hindsight, there are some things that you see, you're like, that I was operating from a trauma response.
Yeah.
But once you start identifying your traumas and they don't negatively influence you, then you're all right.
Then you're right. Yeah. So just like that kind of thing, just putting it down as to this is what you want and this is what you are not going to settle for.
Yes.
So there's ways you can do it that are the right ways. You can do it right.
And I think also sometimes society makes you feel bad for knowing what you want because maybe it doesn't match with what society wants you to want.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad because at the end of the day, you're the one that's with your partner. And if you settle for something you don't like, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, social media.
Yeah.
Nah, social media is messing it up. Nah.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, let's get into it. I want to understand, is Sparkle your name or it's your nickname?
Okay, so Sparkle's not my official name.
Yeah.
I've always liked shiny stuff.
Uh-huh.
So I'd buy shiny diamond earrings. Well, manyana patima.
Were they real diamonds?
No, I couldn't afford diamonds. I've always liked like shiny stuff. But the true sense of the word sparkle comes from a sermon I heard. So it's rooted in a Christian sermon.
Okay.
I was at a church event and something was being preached and I felt like, you know what? I'm going to call myself Sparkle. I put it on Facebook. That's all that was there at the time. And everybody started calling me Sparkle, even my mom. So it just stuck. It's my nickname.
So speaking of your mom, where did you grow up? Like your upbringing. Tell us more about where you grew up and stuff. Yeah.
I grew up in Block 9.
Block 9.
I grew up in
Yeah,
Gabs.
well, Gabs,
Gabron
okay.
wa Mpihlelo. So like,
That's a good thing to
like
say, yeah.
I saw Game City being built, River, everything. So I don't take offense because I literally did grow up in Gabs.
You're
Yeah,
so
so-
soft-spoken and stuff. Did you go to a private school or experience the guy via Corona?
Wait, what are you trying to say?
I think you
What
mean she's
is it?
articulate, not soft-spoken.
Yeah, whatever, as long as she gets the point.
I went to both. So I did primary at Lahai Primary.
Oh, same.
Twins.
Do you know Mr. Waramba?
He taught me English.
Alright, yeah.
I then went to Nanokang from 1 and from 2. Then I went back to Lahai Academy.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
Do you have a core memory in your childhood that feeds into the woman you are today, that shapes Sparkle?
It's an interesting question. I think so. So I grew up with a lot of boys.
Okay.
And I grew up as a tomboy. And the person I am was shaped by, during the time when I was young, I think between 98 to like 2000, we lost a lot of family members.
Okay.
So that shaped my view of what I want in life, who I want to be, the kind of stuff I want to experience. And the second one, which feeds into like my hobbies, which is travel. When I was in primary school and Lahai Academy, I didn't go to most of the school trips because my mom couldn't afford them.
Okay.
And I used to say to myself,
Real.
she made me come here. That means I need to be the one that now starts traveling and also help my family get to travel.
Oh, fun. Was that your motivation
That's where it
throughout
started.
your studies? Yeah. That's powerful. Yeah.
I wanted to do all the things I couldn't do when I was growing up. I didn't have a lot of clothes growing up, so I do have a trauma issue when it comes to clothes. I am a shopaholic. I overbuy. The good thing is I buy cheap stuff. Women's clothes is cheap.
Where's your go-to shopping? Like
Mr. Price.
Mr. Price. Mr. Price, low key.
It has nice
eats
stuff.
when she
It
has
does.
to.
Yeah.
The problem with Mr. Price,
And
if you wear
legit.
something, la parallel 7.
It's okay.
No.
It's also about how you wear
wear
it.
it.
Yeah.
I go to Mr. Price and legit. Those are my two top ones.
Oh, I
Here
like
and there,
that.
I'll go somewhere else.
Mine
but
is I like the Fix. The Fix has
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
really
yeah.
good like cute little yeah
picks.
Yeah.
So women like these shops, but they want us to take them to Foshini.
Yes.
It's wait. Why did you make that face?
I didn't even flinch.
It's fine.
Like yes. What's up
Yeah.
with Fashidi? Is it expensive?
Yeah, they're expensive. And you guys want us now to take you guys there. That's the problem. But you, when you buy from your own pocket, it's Mr. P, Legit, Exec, The Fix. What's up?
Should I comment?
Yes, please. Like
Please go.
I think when a man comes into your life, he's meant to improve.
That's
it,
exactly what I was
not
gonna say.
just come and
Clock
do
it.
what you're doing already.
Yeah.
Come and improve,
Elevate.
level up.
Elevate your life.
Talisa Oriental.
That's bad.
This guy.
I agree with that statement. A man's meant to make your life better. If he's not there, then if he's not doing that, yeah, no, why is he there?
Oh, great stuff.
Yeah.
Now I'm taking notes now.
You're taking notes, boy.
My book is
So
already
you must
filling
pick
up.
right.
Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine.
Why are you taking notes? What's wrong with your dating life right now?
No, I'm just saying what I'm taking notes for future reference.
Jimmy, remember, you must draw the line between this is not a therapy session, okay? You must heal, okay? Let's get back to
Heal on
it.
your own, chief.
Guys, it's not about me right now. It's about Sparkle,
Yes,
our
sir.
corporate Betty.
Yes, clock it.
Clock it.
So we stopped at Lahai
Yes.
Primary. After
Lahai
Lahai,
Primary. I went to Nanokang for Form 1.
okay.
And then like 2 terms of Form 2. Then I went to Lahai Academy for the rest of Form 2 till
Okay.
Form 5. And then
Lahai
UB.
Academy in phase 2. Oh, nice. Do you remember your Form 5 results?
Yes, I had 45 or 7. 45.
45.
Good job.
That's yeah.
Dope.
I was a nerd. So
Do you think you still are? You
Yes.
may still be a nerd?
I am still a nerd. I think I'm an interesting nerd. I'm a bit of both. So I study as a hobby. If I don't know something,
Look it up.
I like knowing. So I read a lot.
So I want to understand, growing up, let's because obviously I let's pilot. Like I remember I PS'd, then I had to close my thing because no aviation. Even though
You're still waiting.
I even now can say peace up. Huh? Busy could be a secret, but yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that, friend.
I think in my early primary, the natural thing was I want to be a doctor. But then I was bad at math and sciences, and I realized that wasn't going to work out. And then from like standard 4 or 5, I wanted to be a lawyer. And I think it was like that for the rest of my studying. And that's all I knew I wanted to do.
And
How
then
did you
took it
land
up.
on corporate?
When I started, I didn't know what it was gonna look like. So I started my law degree not knowing the end goal. But as I was doing it, I realized there's different options that are available. And I was like, okay, I haven't seen anyone that does corporate. There was no information. So everyone knew we were gonna work in law firms. So I did start working while I was schooling to test out what's happening in the law firm. Do I like it? Am I gonna like it? And then in third year, I learned the subjects that started the love or the interest in the corporate side. Your banking law, sales and leases, negotiable instruments. And then that's how I fell in love with corporate law. But I didn't know how I was going to end up there. When I finished school, I still worked a job that was no way related to what I'm doing now. So I just kept pushing until I landed in the corporate space. It didn't start off the way I wanted it to, but I figured with time, it'll get me to where I am now.
How were you balancing school and work?
I wasn't.
You just had to.
Yeah,
or-
you pick what matters and you do what you need to do when you're supposed to do it. So you're going to lose out on a bit of sleep or a bit of fun. You just have to balance out and say, okay, if I want to start school, if I'm studying, I'm studying. And the work was mostly during school holidays when I was still in varsity. And then during the week, if classes finished early, I'd go to work in the afternoon and study at night. I'm an owl, so that always used to work. I don't sleep much.
You don't?
No.
Is it like an insomnia thing or?
I just don't like sleep. But I sleep because I have to. That's literally the only
So
reason
if it
why
was
I
up
sleep.
to you, you'd stay up until.
If it was possible, I would.
Ke bona ba re tsenya pressure, ba tsenya di-status.
Yeah, that's what working.
I saw a
Hustlers
TikTok
don't
today. Get that people post at 3 a.m. getting the bag. Like, what bag are you? Or getting that bread. Why are you getting bread at 3?
You're sleeping or making money.
Like, so,
For me, I want to ask, since Noro batla go nna lawyer at standard 5.
4, 5,
Yeah,
yeah.
4, 5. Like, knowledge you know it's about being a lawyer, because like hohola, like the common jobs, one would say soldier, doctor,
Yeah.
pilot. Because it's an thing at that time, like how like exposure. But for when you decided, oh, actually, I'm interested in being a lawyer, like kind of
how did it come to me? I don't know if this will make me old. I don't know if you guys know some show called Strong Medicine.
Strong medicine.
It's like The Current Good Doctor. It's a very old
Like
show.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, yes. So I saw a lawyer on the episode and I was like, I want to be that woman. And then I also met Unity Dow when I was still in primary school. I didn't know what it meant. I heard she was a lawyer and I liked it. And I was like, I want to be that thing.
I
Then
wanna
went-
be
yeah. I literally only found out what it really meant as I grew up.
So how does it feel to be living your dreams?
I think like some days it feels nice to know that I'm doing something that I have always wanted to do and I'm enjoying it and it's working out.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you want to do something, then you get there and it's like not what you hoped it to be. So it's fun. It shows that the hard work that I put in actually did pay off and that the path that I chose isn't, society has convinced a lot of us that work is a scam. I mean, to some extent it is, but like there's success in the generic or common route if you pursue it and if you pursue it in a way that is important to you.
Now you said to some extent it is.
Yes.
To that other extent, that work is a scam. How can let's talk about that extent.
How do I balance that part?
Yeah.
So I think everything that requires you to be responsible feels like a scam because I'd rather be doing something else probably when I'm at work. But I realize that as an adult, you need the work to be able to do some of the stuff you want to do. And also, what else am I going to be doing if I'm not being responsible? My biggest asset is my brain. And that's where I'm using that asset. So, and to the extent that I get to enjoy my weekends and my free time, then it balances it out.
I see. I see.
So, for educational background after Netlani, which varsity did you go to after high school?
Okay. I did my LLB go UB. I always knew I was going to go to UB because I wanted to do law.
Yeah.
I'd also applied to BAC, and they actually did take me for Bachelor of Finance and Accounting.
Banking?
Oh,
Yeah, something. Yeah, and I was just like, I don't know maths. I'm going to fail. Let me stick to law.
Was that your weakest subject?
Yeah, that
Math?
was my weakest subject. And it's quite funny because later then when I did my master's, I did an MSc in finance and financial law. And it was just maths. But I did it. I guess I was more mature now.
See?
So do we ever really avoid math?
I mean, the hard math, yes.
Yes.
Most times all I have to do is add numbers together, which is
Okay.
not hard. And
Okay.
the calculator does it for me. No one's checking if I can do it without a calculator anymore. So,
Yes.
yeah,
So are those your only academic achievements?
I have quite a bit.
Oh, girl, please name them.
Okay. So I did LLB, Bachelor of Laws at the University of Botswana. And then I did a postgraduate certificate in enterprise risk management from BEC. And then I did an MSc in finance and financial law from the University of London.
Oh, wow.
And then I did a management development program through the University of Stellenbosch. And then I'm currently doing a fintech industry professional certification and a data protection or data privacy certification.
Oh, clock
And
it.
you meant it when you said you love studying.
I do.
Yeah, you're
I do.
an academic, like a pure breed academic.
When I'm bored, I sign up for an online course.
You know,
Is that a book?
yeah,
I've heard of it.
it's small. But hey,
If I hear about something and there's a short course online, I'm signing up just so that I figure it out and get to know what it's about.
so what I'm picking up right now is that you don't stop learning. As a
No.
human being, you should never stop learning. Because right now, what they do, like mo Botswana, like people just do one course, about a degree. I
think it's important to keep learning because it helps you diversify
100%.
and it helps you identify areas that other people haven't a lot earlier. And then you are able to pivot when things don't go right. Because sometimes you'll do everything right or will graduate to 50 with the same degree, but you need to stand out. Something has to set you apart from the others because if we're all applying for the same job, why you and not the next person? So if there's something I can do that gives me an edge, best believe I'm doing it.
I get that. I think
Yeah.
also just in life, the mentality of being a sponge, as
Yes.
in just training yourself to
Yeah.
always learn and that you never stop learning is a good mentality to have.
And nowadays, you can't just be one thing. Like, you can't
Right.
just be a lawyer. You can't just be this. You need to be able to fit into different arenas.
But there's also the point of being overqualified. Do you not fear that, certain companies just can't hire you because you may be overqualified?
I think it can get to that.
Yeah.
My advantage is I was already in the system. So every time I elevate myself, then it's an opportunity to elevate in terms of a role. But when you're starting off, if you're going to study a lot, it has to show some level of direction and you must be able to explain why you picked something.
Okay.
So I took a bit of time before doing my master's because I didn't want to just do a master's.
Yeah.
And once I understood the path or once I got to understand the environment I was in, then I was able to make that decision to go do a master's. Some people do a master's right after their undergrad and it works out for them. Some of us do it later. So the one thing I want to say is just know that your path will never look like the next person's path. And it's okay if yours takes longer to get to where it needs to get to. It's just very different from the next person's path. Yeah.
So for me, I have friends who do like LLB, you know? Yeah. So can you take us through it? Like, I want to understand the whole course, I guess, and where you are right now, corporate law, or kana ha go to lawyer ke aka ya gore ta motho a parang pura la ba ya khota go tla re buella re rile mathata.
Yes.
So can you kindly
Okay.
yeah.
So about the course, I think the course is very diverse. I like saying there's law in everything. So if someone is studying law, you can find them in medical spaces, automotive industries, banking, whatever, and the courts, because there's always a law or there's always something that needs defending or
100%.
protecting. So the legal degree was tough, one. It's too long. It's 5 years. That's almost 10 years. When you get to third year, it tries you. You just feel like you deserve a diploma because it's just a lot. But it teaches you a lot of ways to understand the principles behind the law. And lawyers are in court. Most lawyers are in court because that's where the big bulk of the work is done.
100%.
And it is criminal law, family law, banking law, commercial. So if you're doing a transaction, sitting here on the podcast, there's some laws that affect you. Sitting in your classroom, there's some laws that affect you when you drive your car. So law is everywhere, and you not knowing what the law says does not excuse you from offending the law.
Yeah, true that.
Speaking of law, the kids, us as Gen Zs, let's say we get arrested, we like to, challenge the police officers when we are getting arrested. What you have to say about that? I don't have a specific question.
Yeah.
But what laws do we need to know in getting arrested? Because we try to play smart with them. Yeah, what are our rights? Like,
Yeah, because a lot of us don't know our rights.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know that we can't just be searched. We don't know that this and that.
There has
like,
to be just cause and
Yeah.
all of that stuff. The first thing I'm going to say is our culture is very different, right?
Yeah.
And most times, culture will be the reason you get into trouble, even if you're basically saying the right thing. So you always need to read the room before you assert your rights. Because sometimes you're going to get into trouble for something you didn't do wrong just because someone has power.
okay.
Police are allowed, if they feel like you're being a nuisance, to hold you for some time. So if you don't want to be put in a cell, sometimes just remember your roots and just take a step back, and you will have time to assert your rights. Allow them to make the mistakes they're making, because later when you come back with the law on your side, and when they don't have an upper hand to put forward, "Hora, these are my rights." For example, I always say to my friends, if you get caught drinking and driving, don't call me or don't tell the cops I'm a lawyer, because first of all, why are you drinking and driving? I don't want to be put in a cell because you did something wrong. And I'm not going to insult a police officer because they have power in that moment.
Yeah.
If they want to take me to the police station, I'll cooperate. We'll go there. When there's enough witnesses and other police officers who are not emotionally invested in the situation, that's when I'll say out my rights. So just always gauge the situation, because they will take you all and throw you in a cell, and that's not going to be fun. Even if you're right, you spend the night in a cell.
Now we needed to hear that. Boy, I know my rights.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I know my rights and taking videos.
Yeah,
like,
so
but
just-
do you know who I am?
The problem with Gen Z is it's English. Don't speak to
Eh,
me.
uske bua le guys. Be respectful. That's what I'm going to say.
But what about to cause disrespect?
Exactly.
It
Some of us
depends.
don't know something like that.
Even I try and be like, "Hey, Motsaji, ki le phoso, like,
Kopa my tshwarelo,
something.
like something.
Yeah, quick question. So, what do you think about creative law around the city? Like, do you think local artists in Botswana actually engage creatively lawyers?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think we need a lot more. There's a lot of room for growth in how the creative laws are. There isn't sufficient safeguards or frameworks, and that's why a lot of the things aren't happening. Like, that's why you can't get paid on YouTube or on social media, because we are copyright infringers in the biggest part. So most platforms are reluctant to have us to bring the services here, because our frameworks and our laws are not at the point or at the level where they need to be. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done there. And I feel like a lot of young creatives are not represented. So a lot of the people that are making the decisions or the policies around creative spaces are not well versed on what it is that we need or you need. So I think there's a lot of room for improvement. But I think right now we are making good strides. Yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Where do we start in improving with the strides you talk of? Can you give a good example of
Yeah.
the strides that we are making?
I think the strides we're making is seeing a lot of officials, private companies involving creatives locally.
Okay.
2, it's people entering into actual contracts when they sign up with creatives. Before, it would never be very controlled. It would just be like, "Oh, please take a video for us and we'll pay you." And then they take you from pillar to post before they pay you.
Okay.
Thirdly, I think with the National Arts Council, I think that's another step in the right direction to say, let's go out there and put in place actual policies that will enable creative people to bring forth their products and take them to compete with the world. And then even with us as creatives, taking ourselves to the next world or to the next level like Mopato does, where you don't wait for the country to take you to another place, or where you take your talent and you demonstrate it to the rest of the world so that they start paying you your value. If you're not being recognized at home, find someone who will recognize you.
Okay.
And the country will catch up.
We'll catch up.
A lot of the times the laws catch up with where the world is going. So if you continue to do what you need to do, eventually the law will catch up and it'll put the right structures in place.
In place. So something like getting paid off of YouTube, how long do you see just Botswana working towards that?
That's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe like, I'm hoping, my hope is within the next 5 years it will be sorted out. Because, I mean, you can get paid right next door in South Africa. So it's not that far. Like, it's just across the border. So I feel like in the next 5 years, if the right policies are put in place, the right laws, the right people are engaged, then we should get to that point.
Hopefully.
I also believe, man.
Like soon.
Something needs to be given. Something. It's time.
And that's how we diversify the economy, because there aren't enough jobs for all of us, if we're
Yeah.
being honest. Or if you get the job, it's not paying you as much as you need it to.
And I think the government is looking to diversify the economy right now. But you're a content creator. Tell us more about that. Just content creation. Is it something, obviously you do it because you enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Yes. What do you enjoy about creating content?
So
How
I
did that
really like
start?
social media. Like, I enjoy TikTok, I enjoy Instagram more than anything. And the content creation also started from a point of I wanted to encourage the next person that even if you don't think you are someone, as an ordinary person, there's something about you that's interesting, and some people might actually just draw courage or draw motivation from you showing what you do. I also didn't see a lot of people that looked like me on the internet. So I was like, I want to see me.
Is that a good or that thought process?
It was coming from I feel like I need to look a certain way to fit in with social media, but there's actually a lot of people that look like me that want to see other people that look like them.
like you.
Yeah, so that's where it started from. It was to say, the rest of the people that look like me, let's gather here in my account and, be comfortable with putting up a picture that you haven't had to edit, going out without makeup most of the time for me.
Yeah.
And knowing that if I don't know how to do my makeup, there's nothing wrong with it and someone can teach me. So that's how it started, and it blew up unexpectedly. And I was like, okay, clearly there's something here. I do enjoy shooting content, and I don't make it work because I already have stress at work.
Yeah.
So whatever I shoot is whatever you see. Whatever I do, that's what you're gonna see. If I didn't shoot today, or I was just at home, that's also actually a day in my life. So and it's probably relatable to the next person.
Probably.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like because of the lack of activities, or what I think is that we don't have much to do, does that ever affect your day in the lives?
No, you know why? Because I believe that most days, every day looks mundane. I go to work, I go home, Monday to Friday. That's me.
Yeah.
The fun part is Friday to Saturday.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, I'm home. And that's like, I'm not going to create moments or events because then it's not a day in my life. It's it's an event.
Yeah.
So when there's an event, you will see it.
Okay.
But if I went to work and I went home, that's what you're getting.
That's the day.
That's the
in my
day.
life.
And that's probably 90% of my life.
Okay.
So if I don't like that part of my vlogging, then maybe I shouldn't be vlogging.
So what's the other 10% you at 267? Because we know. I know you love
That's my
me some
kitchen,
too.
guys. That's the extension of our house.
Did you buy your name at
They
the
do.
door? Like, yes.
They ask where I am if I'm not showing up. Like, oh,
Yeah, like, girl.
should we keep a table for you? Not today, guys. Not today. Okay. Today, yes. I love 267. But I think it's also stemming from, it's close to where I stay, yes, one. Two, I always feel safe at 267. I like to feel safe. I don't like going out and feeling like I'm gonna have an altercation with someone, or someone's just gonna see me and not be happy with me or steal my drinks. Or I also like deja vu though, once in a while. Like when I want to make bad decisions, I go to, to deja vu.
When
But
the night is still young.
you know, when I am not supposed to be, when I know I'm not doing anything on Saturday or on Sunday, I'll make my way to deja here and there once in a while. But I do like 267. I like the music, I like the food, I like the drinks. Oh, nice.
And that is like, that's what adds to a good night.
Yeah.
Good music.
Yeah.
Drinks,
And
the vibe.
It's true.
Yes.
If dancing paid in this country, I think I'd do it for a living. I
you'd be a
loved dancing
dancer?
growing up. Yeah.
Is it just like you just dancing or like you?
I used to think everybody can dance.
Yeah. No. No.
And then I found out.
That blew up, Cash content. Huh?
I think it's like 3.9 million now.
Oh, that's
I was with
crazy.
Toto. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they too. Yeah.
Where were you guys at 267?
267, yeah.
Was that like, who was playing?
I don't remember, but it was just a normal night. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't like.
One of those.
Yeah, it was
Fine.
perfect.
I do like dancing.
So how do you balance, and are you like a regular groovist or you just go when you want to?
I think
When
I'm
you
playing
feel like-
catch up. So when I told you I was a nerd, right? I didn't go out in high school. I didn't drink alcohol. I didn't go out the whole of my 5 years at UB. I didn't drink
depressed.
alcohol.
Yeah, like how did you cope?
But all of my friends did. So I just knew that there's a journey I have to follow and finish, and then I can do all of those things later. I think I believed a lot in doing things by order. Also, my mom was strict, so I did start going out. I told her when I finish at UB, I'm going away for a whole week. You won't see me. I didn't survive. I just was gone for like a day or two, and then I came back
Do
home.
you remember the first time you started drinking?
I remember
Like
the first time I tried alcohol.
Okay.
And it tasted horrible.
What were you trying?
Whatever people were drinking.
Zorba.
No, I am not that old.
Thing of Zoba, but
I think I tried this. I've always wanted to be a wine girly. So I tried wine and it was horrible. I still I only started drinking wine probably this year. And then I tried your spirits. But everybody was dashing with like non-sweet stuff. But I realized I'm a sweet tooth girly.
Yeah.
So I like sweet drinks. But that I drink alcohol because I can go without drinking.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, okay, I'm an adult now. I can have it. Yeah.
So if you were to describe yourself as a drink, what drink would you describe yourself as?
Oh, that's
Let me
tough.
guess. Margarita.
You need to tell us why though.
No, let her answer
No,
first.
you say why you think I'm a margarita.
No, because I saw a video of yours. Like,
Actually,
I
I saw-
always see videos of you.
Yeah.
Like, give me some water.
Oh yes.
No, yeah. Can I have some
Can I please have a glass
please?
of water?
Yeah.
I do love margaritas. I think I used to not be able to stomach tequila, and then I discovered margaritas. It's tequila, but it's sweet,
Yeah.
and then it just made sense. Also, I can take a couple of them without feeling. You
I
know?
think also tequila, you wake up fresh in the
Yes.
morning.
So
Yeah.
I would probably describe myself as a margarita because it's cute. It's petite most times.
Yeah,
and
cute, very
It
cute.
can be salty if it needs to be.
I hate a salty margarita. I hate the salt in a margarita.
But
Why
sometimes you
am
have to
I
be salty to the earth,
I mean,
to the people.
yeah.
So I'm describing. I don't like the salt in the margarita.
Yeah.
Because why are you there? That's why I use a straw. I'm not gonna
Okay.
drink it from the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a sodium
Yeah.
chloride.
Also, it gives heartburn. That's salt.
No promo,
But
but
I'll lose my voice.
do you know, like, this is actually a rhetorical question. In Bots right now, in Gabs, the place with the best margaritas is, and there's only one valid answer.
Mozambique.
I agree.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mozambique has
Yeah.
really good
I
mugs.
think Park. I think Park
Really?
has the best
No.
mugs.
I haven't
No?
enjoyed. I think it's not consistent at Park.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. But Mozambique,
Mozambique slaps all the time. We're giving you ideas.
That's actually where I started liking margaritas.
I think
'cause
that's the same
before-
for me.
Yeah, before
Yeah.
I hated them.
Yeah.
And then I had one from Mozambique and I was like, wow.
Okay.
Hey, me, I'll never understand that thing because it's small.
Mark.
Hits the spot.
But let me take the time to shout out the best alcohol brand of the moment.
Okay.
It's Pimville. We are proudly sponsored by Pimville. It is a gin. The best gin, honestly, that I've tasted. I'm not a gin girly, but I could drink this, you know. Love it down. Shout out Pimville.
Shout out.
Big shout out.
Have you
Big
had
shout out
Pimville
to
yourself?
Pimville.
Yes, I
You
have.
have?
You
Yes,
have?
I have.
Sure.
Yeah, a couple of times. I like it. I'm not a gin girly either.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a strong aftertaste.
Yeah, you could take a shot of Pimville and not
Okay,
feel
girl.
like, yo. No. But yes, shout out to Pimville forever and always.
By the way, it's available at 267.
It is.
Yeah.
That's where I had
Yes.
it.
Really? Did you get it by the bottle or like a glass?
There was a bottle at the table. I was like,
Okay, yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
get a bottle.
Otherwise, you can find it at Falls,
Falana.
Safalana,
Checkers.
yeah,
Stop
Yes. Yeah.
Vineyard to
Stop playing.
On a Sunday,
On a Sunday.
Pimville Sundays.
Mula.
Have you ever actually been to like something like that, like a restaurant, but it's like a themed night, so it's packed, it's club vibe?
I used to go everywhere.
Everywhere.
Remember I said I'm catching up.
Yes.
So I had every Friday, Saturday, I'd be out. So I've been to Vineyard. I used to go to Capello. Do you guys remember that video when there were curfews during COVID
Oh, during
and
COVID,
people
yeah.
were at Capello?
When Crispin, the drummer, used to host the...
Yeah, those people who were at Capello and they were violating the... I was there.
You were one
You're
of
part
them.
of one of them.
Oh,
I'm embarrassed. Okay, yeah, I was there.
Rocky.
Yeah, it was fun that night.
So,
Big
would you
vibe.
call yourself a groovist?
I think I qualify.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not proud, but
But that means you're very self-aware. If
Yeah.
you can sit down and note, like introspect, that maybe I'm catching up for all the missed time.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. Do you think it's a good or a bad thing?
I think it worked out. I feel like if I started drinking alcohol earlier, I probably wouldn't be the person I am. Yeah. When I do something, I have to do it well. So
Yeah.
if I started drinking alcohol, I was going to have to drink it well.
Everybody else.
It would have... It was going to compete with the degree. So I think it worked out that I didn't start when I was younger. So
Yeah.
I have like an addictive personality. If I like something, I like it. So
But when you were younger, were you not getting FOMO?
I did. Do you guys know about Mizwani?
Yeah,
like
it was too nice.
So I would try and go out, and I knew I can't drink alcohol because I have to go back to my mom's house.
Yeah.
I was in charge of the kulara because I'm not gonna steal the alcohol.
So you an ice
So
boy.
I'd be like,
Ice
no,
girl.
not even. Like, I'd be like, oh, no, you're too drunk. Go drink water.
Yeah.
You're not getting any more alcohol.
Yeah.
I was in charge of making sure the combi driver doesn't ditch us. So I'm the
Oh,
responsible
Collect
friend.
The mom friend.
I'm the mum friend. Even now, like, I'll make sure everyone is
It's
okay.
good.
Yeah. So I think it worked out. I don't know if it'll work out for the next person. It just depends on the kind of... You need to know yourself and
Yeah.
know your limits. Like, even when I'm out, I can tell and I'm like, I need to start drinking water.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's not... Make sure. I don't like not remembering things the next day.
Yeah,
That
that's crazy.
sucks.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's a good feeling. Like, wow, man.
Like last night was insane.
That you don't remember. At least
I don't like black spots.
Like not remembering, it's like anyone can fill that in with anything they want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Again.
I used to do that to people. So that's why I don't like not remembering. Because I would have been sober and I'm like, the things you did yesterday. Yet they did nothing.
Sometimes I don't even want to ask.
Don't.
Like, guys.
Like, just
I
let
think
it
that's
go.
what causes like post-grief depression. You know,
Literally.
like trying to fill in.
Trying to fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
And then you don't want to go out for the next month or two
Yo.
because you're like, yo, I'm so embarrassed because I don't know what I did.
Like,
And this guy that is telling me, yo, dog, you
Yo.
gonna. And they don't want to
and
say
they're not
what.
saying, but they're just like, yo,
No, don't. Yeah.
yo.
But yeah, so that's me.
But yes, you see, being a content creator, that's you having a digital footprint, and then being someone in corporate. Do you ever see them pull out your videos on some Mary like this?
Like, what up? You
This
you
is
said you sick.
You
but
said you're sick, but like, This you?
This you?
We didn't know you could dance like this. Like,
I think, yeah. So when I started my career, I was private on social media because I was still discovering myself.
yeah.
I didn't want a situation where I'd put up something and then it would be remembered forever when I've evolved.
Yeah.
So starting off your career, sometimes it might be best to be careful what you put on the internet until people have trusted that you know your stuff at work. Because unfortunately, our society sometimes can't distinguish between you having fun
Yeah.
and you being serious. Like most people don't think you can be a diverse individual. And I'm a very diverse person. Like I can be very serious, I can be very stupid, and it's who I am holistically. So sometimes, yes, I have drawn boundaries and I do call out people quickly when they when they
try to
try and bring the two together.
Yeah.
If I threaten to block you the first time and you repeat, the next time you're getting blocked.
Wait, but like, okay, give us a scenario of where they'd or have tried to bring
Okay.
up your content.
So if we're having a conversation outside, like outside a meeting, and you talk about my content, that's fine.
okay.
But like if we're in a meeting and then like this one time someone brought up, hey, you know, Jamuna, the good Deja,
Hey.
a weekend. I was like, excuse me, I heard you. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Is that relevant? I'm like, I'm gonna block you. How I took out my phone and I blocked him because I'm like, you need to draw boundaries. Like, and I tell them most people will call me Sparkle at work, and I'm like, Sparkle doesn't work here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tsaone works here.
Because
And-
as a stage name.
Like it is a stage name. It's
Basically, she doesn't have a law degree. She's not written anywhere on the law
Yeah,
degree. So it's very important to also demonstrate that there's a difference between, like, just because I can dance on top of a table doesn't mean I can't give good legal advice.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a diverse person, and my brain is my brain, and it works, and I use it. And then you also have to show up. You know, like you overcompensate because
100%.
if people think you are playful and then they catch you having not done what you needed to do, then it confirms that
Yeah.
perception.
Yeah.
So it helps you, even though you're working from a trauma place, because people are thinking you don't know your stuff or you don't deserve to be at that seat. It works out in your favor because now you're always prepared and you do what you gotta do. I'm always at work. I get to work early. You won't not find me doing my work. When I'm there. And when I leave, I leave. Like, if I have to work late on a Friday, I'll work late. When I leave, I'm going straight to 267.
Like, work hard, play even harder.
Yeah.
Work harder, play even.
And actually, you're the first guest to be early. Shout out to you.
Thanks.
Shout out to
Literally,
you.
thank you.
I'm a time person. I was saying to him, I should have told you guys, I keep time.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
punctual.
that is, and I
Sometimes-
shouldn't even be the one saying this, but that is just being punctual is a sign of respect.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
true.
Yeah.
I respect your time.
But yeah, I wanted to ask if you make like money from content creation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhat. Not all the time. So I think what my content has evolved to is people see me, they like me, and they can relate with me. So then a lot of people then will ask me to come by their establishment or to buy something of theirs, or they give me something of theirs. Then I'll get feedback like, oh my gosh, after you posted about my thing, people started showing up. So I do get brand deals.
100%.
I do get people asking to do stuff for me for free so that I can talk about their places. But obviously, I look at how that impacts the industry. If I take things for free,
Yeah.
what does that mean for the next person who needs this as a career?
Okay.
So I do make some money, not all the time, but
Nice.
sometimes.
So would you consider yourself an influencer?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's a negative connotation about influencer, but like if you influence people, you're an influencer.
But why is that? Because I was also
don't
just
know.
thinking the same thing, that there's such a negative connotation. Just
About
the
it.
same way the term baddie.
Baddie.
There's a
Yeah.
negative connotation around it. But like, why?
No, ke Batswana. Bona Batswana. I ke ba batla go bona same yana mo a ipok.
O ra gore?
How na mo camera ile o ipok gore guys I have this that eh.
Yeah.
Gore ba feel ya gore ai wena go do. But the truth ke gore mongwe le mongwe o na le impact mo motho.
Yeah.
Motho a ka thengela ba ipitsa influence.
Yeah.
Le ena wa bona impact I dira
Yeah.
mo bathong.
Yeah.
Like right now Sparkle youth o tle ya mo lebe like youth o
that's so
tle mo
scary.
corporate day. Ba mo leba ba re we reela tsa go irana le rona because people want to be open now. They but I want
Yeah.
to sit down and have a plan. Hey, it's nice to incorporate, to have a stable job and do this. At the same time, be able to do whatever you like.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, but when I must say, you guys need to cancel that thing. Where's my camera? Is it that? So, please.
I don't even think it's just Botswana. I think just in general that okay, no, maybe it might just be
Yeah, you know,
out there,
because
yeah.
basically they appreciate people.
Influencers.
Like,
I mean, if you have an
There's
influence,
celebrities there.
Exactly.
Actually.
yeah, no, here we don't
Yeah.
even we don't like celebrities.
If you call yourself that, people be like,
Celebrity.
They're like,
no, but
calm
you
your
see, these
chest,
guys
bro.
have sat down here and have talked about how we can't be bumping into celebrities at your square mats and stuff. So, like,
who said that?
I said, no, we said that, but the chat was just that how who was walking somewhere. What was the chat?
I think I was talking about bumping into.
No, they were talking about
No,
an
just-
artist holding quads. They saw
Oh,
an
yeah.
artist holding
No,
quads.
that's
And
bad.
they're like,
That was
Bad
before
way.
you blew up. We didn't know.
You can hold a court, yes. But appearance wise, if you know you're a public figure,
Oh, yes, I remember what you were saying.
Exactly.
Okay, yes.
But you
he
can't
was-
mention that person because we just still even now. But
Really?
Was that MC a danger?
Ay, jeez. This guy. Ghost, please do something about what he just said.
he didn't name drop.
No, okay, so basically the chat is you cannot step out of your home looking some type of way because you could bump into a fan who's like, yo, dog, let's get a picture. Now you're in your bonnet, your shoes are different colors, your socks are showing and they're different colors. You have one sock on one foot, no sock
Yeah,
on the
I think
other.
the chat was maybe that we can't call these guys celebrities when they don't hold themselves
No.
as
Standard.
yeah.
That's not the thing
Standard
about being a
that is.
celebrity. Guys, let me teach you something. About appearance, it gives you that star power. Or you need to have that star power in you. Kore la re go bona, re ska go nyatsa, re la o sena koloi, o kopa di lift after a groove. But at least give us that thing. Be that
your
guy.
brand. You have to have a brand.
Walk
And
it,
I guess
talk it.
everybody's brands differ.
Exactly.
Like you have to put your best foot forward at all times.
Exactly.
True. True.
So I need to complain a lot. But yeah, that's it.
Could you give us 3 influencers of note?
Huh. Of note.
Yeah. Your
that
favorite.
you follow.
Yeah.
Like maybe a mutual.
Okay. I have a lot of people that I follow, so I don't know
You can
if I...
just give names.
Okay.
Like off the top of your head, who that enjoys your content? You're like,
Yeah, whose
yes,
content really
that's
sticks
okay.
out
somebody.
to
I think this
you?
one's gonna sound a bit biased, but I've always enjoyed Parisi's content. Like I watched her grow, and I thought like this is insane. Like,
Yeah.
and I've always said this a couple of
Clock
times because I'm
Parisi.
like, she's literally just, and that's what I like about TikTok, for example. It's the most authentic
Version of
social media platform. People come as they are, and when she switches to that English accent, I'm always just like, excuse me, where did that come from? And then after Parisi, it's, who else would I say? There's this girl called Lentswe. She dances. Yeah. Yeah, I love her dances. Like, I'm always on the edge of my chair. She dances a real bad.
Yeah, like real
she's
bad. Like,
like she's
her
a dancer.
energy, you can feel it through the
Yeah.
phone.
We did a challenge recently.
Yes,
right?
yes,
And-
absolutely.
Yeah.
Third person would be, I think, Theo Mujumi. I like the side of his content because it shows, and again, the authenticity around the different aspects of people's livelihoods and how whatever you do could actually become content. Whoever you
yeah.
are, what you do, you are content.
Like, you don't have
those
to
are the
fake
3
it.
ones of note I can mention.
We
Nice.
actually interviewed him. Like,
Yes, I think I saw that
Yeah.
episode.
You did? Do you have any thoughts on that episode?
About
No,
About-
did you
okay.
watch the whole thing?
no, not the whole
Our
thing.
biggest hater on that episode, let's say. Do you know Village Boy Wavy?
Yes.
He does not like, you see the influencers that you've noted?
Yeah.
He mentioned Parisi on the latest episode. He just
I haven't seen that one.
He just
Yeah.
on his interview with Lezozo.
Okay.
He mentioned how, yes, Parisi used to be an influencer of note to him. He used to like her content, but it's just now her management, the people behind her, he doesn't mess with. Okay, noted.
Okay.
And then now on to Teo Mujumi
Yeah.
on some, I liked him, but the way he sat with Clueless, the way we did him, apparently we...
So you guys are the problem.
Yes, he felt like
No,
yeah,
he felt like we
doesn't
were
He
clowning
felt
him.
like we were making fun of him.
Yeah.
Or like,
Okay.
yeah.
At the same time, Kore, he's one guy who's not we wanted to make him more come to
Yeah, 'cause he was very tense.
Yeah.
Who relax.
Yeah.
I
think the issue sometimes becomes the persona that you're interviewing and how people perceive the interview, and that's why sometimes you can be misunderstood, especially when you do a podcast, because when you are watching from the screen, you're not in the room.
Yeah.
So you don't know what's happening. That's why a lot of people get in trouble on podcasts.
Yeah,
because
like
sometimes you say
Podcasters
something.
get in trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. So I didn't think you guys were rude to him. I just think you guys are very different from each other. So there wasn't a lot of connections in your personalities.
Yeah.
So it could come off as being rude.
And
get that.
speaking of social media, since you are a creator yourself, what is the most relatable and the funniest moment you've shared on your platform?
Relatable and funniest.
And or
I get funny. I think the most relatable moments would be my everyday one. I can't think of one. But I think most of most of the relatable stuff I share is when I go out and I had intended not to go to the club and I end up at the club and I leave in the morning.
Oh yeah, that's what can you leave the club before the morning?
No.
Like, has it been
possible.
proven?
It is.
No,
it's
wasting-
possible.
It's possible.
wasting
I can leave
alcohol.
it
Why'd you
because
go
you
to
get
the
there at
club
12 and then you leave at 2. I feel like that's
That's still in the morning
But that's
though.
peak hour. That's peak
That's
hour.
when it gets when it
like
pops
you're ready
off.
to go home, but you're like, "Ish."
That's when I know I shouldn't have come.
That's when the
When I
DJ
want to leave at
starts.
2, I'm like, I shouldn't have even come here. Or if I
Yeah.
was made to go there and I didn't want to go there. But when I leave at 5, every time I leave, like, my mama would not be proud.
Literally.
But,
I hope my mom doesn't watch this.
So I want to ask, the names you mentioned, I was expecting your... So that's the content you consume. I was expecting your Marans, your...
Yeah.
Like, what's your relationship
But
with...
Marang, is she on TikTok or just
I'm
in
just
general?
expecting
Like,
that age
in
group,
that, yeah.
somewhere there. Kure age group
See, I'm trying to be young, you see?
what?
I do consume a lot of content, but I think limiting it to 3, I think those are the ones that are my top ones. I do watch Marang's content. I follow her mostly on Instagram. I also watch... Who's the other person?
Kennedy.
Oh, I
Yes,
love
Kennedy.
Kennedy's content. Kennedy Thal?
Yeah.
Absolutely love his content.
Yeah.
Also, he's my homeboy, so
What kind of content is Kennedy's content?
I think it's funny.
Yeah, it's like
funny.
your
Like a
your
funny
skit
guy.
Yeah.
kind of
Oh,
vibe.
okay, cool.
Absolutely love it, and it's so crisp. It's so crisp and
Do you know
So, do you-
Mudidima? No. Oscar Bora teacher?
yes, on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So, do
But
you
they-
think younger people do the social media thing better than millennials?
Absolutely. I feel like younger people, it started with you and it comes naturally to you. But I think younger people are more in their head, like
About it.
You'll find someone that had like good content, today it's gone. Posting felt cute, might delete it, leave it. Like just leave it or don't post it.
Yeah.
You know, so I think a lot of the time you get younger people criticize themselves a lot.
Very true.
But you guys figure it out much quicker and easily compared to us.
Very, very true. I don't know what it is. I think it's sometimes we've fallen in love with trying to be mysterious so bad. And that's where it might come from, you know.
Yeah.
We might also feel like here we're being perceived a bit too much.
Yeah.
Let's just delete everything, you know.
And I think it goes back to it having you grew up being connected to the whole world from the moment you started. So I get why you'd wanna not be perceived
Yeah.
or it makes sense. And then we got to see it when we were not known. So then we're trying to get used to it and get to use it better.
Ape ba ba tlhasela ba re bana le di-HDMI ga te go bile HD yo
King, malwetse a
ADHD.
malwetse a makgopo.
ADHD.
Hey, what are malwetse ana?
He did not say HDMI.
He said HDMI. Like
Kantele ba dileta video otlhe mo Instagram.
profile
No, and I think a lot
account
of people,
deactivated.
a lot of people our age are just really self-conscious.
Yes.
We grew up watching people get cancelled, watch people
Yes.
get bashed, watch
Exactly.
people like literally ruin their lives because of one post.
Yeah.
So we are more
Conscious about it.
about
And
that.
Sparkle said, we're in our heads
Yeah,
too.
we're in that. Oh. And also we look at the next man and like, Mula got more likes than me. I'm deleting
Exactly,
it.
and that's why now,
Yeah.
and social media has figured that out, and now you're turning off likes, and I'm just like, if I got 50 likes, that's 50 people.
Yeah.
That's a lot of. I don't know that many people. I don't see that many people in a day, you know. So I think there's a lot of self-consciousness, like you're saying, and it's not a very healthy place to be in. I think you just have to. I always say, if your social media is making you feel negative thoughts about yourself, you haven't curated it in a way that feeds you.
Yeah.
Unfollow, mute. Even people you know, if you need to mute someone because like you're feeling a certain way, don't block them if you want to see them some other times.
Yeah.
I just mute someone if I feel like I'm getting negative feelings whenever I see their post. And then I control when I see their stuff. And then when I'm okay, I unmute them. So just curate your feed and watch what you feed yourself, because if you watch people that look a certain way all the time and you don't look like that, you're gonna start feeling like you're not pretty. You're gonna start feeling like you don't have money. So just
That is true.
And we're supposed to be having fun.
Social media is supposed
It's supposed to be.
Alostro and
Like what's Gara now? That cat guy. The one who's telling stories about like.
Oh, that cat guy. What is that about?
That is the most dumbest
my
thing,
gosh,
but I love it so much.
Those cats, bro.
He's
You know those cats, yeah.
Until it's okay.
Yeah, okay, like what is
Ke
that?
bone nngwe phakela e jang letla spaghetti ke
Spaghetti. One is
So
in
I
a
want to get
wheelchair.
on social media
What?
and laugh. Like I don't want to get in there and then start
And be
thinking,
too serious.
But
I'm
I think
not doing enough.
the funniest platform, it has to be Facebook.
Yes.
But the TikTok one, I think.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that one again.
But
Facebook.
Facebook is too ish. What word can I use?
That's what they
Insensitive.
call it,
Like
yeah.
they're very
Yeah, I get
It's
insensitive.
crude.
So you have to have some thick skin.
Yeah.
Get on Facebook.
I don't
and
post. I just go and look. If I want to laugh, I go
if you
look
want
for
a
a
good
meme
laugh.
and I laugh and I get out. It's just like X now. I just
Yeah,
no,
it's funny
yeah.
X is a lot.
It scares
Yeah.
It's a lot. Actually, Pulane was like, guys, can you guys please hop on X?
Yeah, like we
Because-
did a group chat
Yeah.
on X. I think there's just so
Hey,
much
so
content.
much content,
Yeah.
If something's happening and I can't figure it out, I go to X.
Okay.
And I
Yeah.
search,
Yeah.
search. Within
Like,
minutes,
what's
you know
going-
exactly what's going on.
But Sparkle,
Yes.
alongside being a corporate baddie, you are also an entrepreneur baddie.
Yes.
You own Bedi Farms. So you are a
Yes.
farmer. Please tell us
Okay.
more.
So I got married into a farming family.
Okay.
So because I'm a content creator, I decided to put the farm onto social media.
Okay.
My husband and I were partnering with his parents to do a bit of farming. We don't do it much now. We've taken a break from there because, like I said, my biggest asset is my brain. I think he's the same as me. So we weren't able to do that a lot more like we'd want to. But I do also do a lot of other businesses. I have Corporate Millennial. Started off as a mentorship and blog. When I started corporate, again, to try and educate the next person about what I experienced and how I maneuvered to get to where I thought I was getting every time.
Yeah.
And then now it has evolved into a business where I do training, I sell toolkits, goal setting toolkits, I do seminars and webinars. And then now I have a social media agency, which is my most recent baby. And that one I use for my own influencing, as well as people that ask me to help them with their social media accounts. So
Okay.
you find people want to be on social media, but they have no idea how to go about it.
Yeah.
So I help them with how to post, how to decide what to post, what captions to put up, shooting content on my spare time.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
I think I, like,
Yeah.
jeez. So
So
what
you-
happens?
Yeah, I was about to ask that.
Because I need a social media agent.
So
like,
like,
you know, like,
yeah, someone will hit me up, be like, hey, look, I want to do content, but I don't know where to start. And then I ask them what they like, I interview them. And then if they are into fashion, if they don't want to show their lives, like what is it that you'd
Yeah.
like to show? And then if it's fashion, then we bulk shoot content, or I tell them how to shoot the content, consult for them. And then they do it, send to me to approve, help them with caption writing, and then we can do it for like a 3 months or a 1 month, depending on what it is they need. Then they run on their own.
oh, wow.
Same thing for businesses as well. Some
Okay.
businesses also will need like a social media manager, someone to help with the content creation or direction. And then also sometimes they then onboard me as an influencer, so that as they post, I reshare on my Instagram, and then people can move over to their page and follow because it's a brand that I've endorsed.
Nice.
Yeah,
And
so
then
that's what my
your
day-
webinars, your seminars, how often do you have those?
It depends, but mostly around this time, I'll have like mentorship for 3 months. And then after that, early in the year, I have webinars and seminars every month, like
Okay.
about 2 or 3, depending on what topics I've decided to teach on.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do we purchase tickets?
Yes, those ones are paid for, but you just pay. Either you buy a ticket if it's a ticket type of event, or you just pay to my account and you are registered for the webinar.
Nice.
So, and like you just have a fun love, huh?
You have it going on.
Yeah, like
Motion, like-
she
you
has
ever bored?
everything.
Like,
First
are
she's
you ever
married.
bored?
After she's married, she's
Yeah.
an entrepreneur. After that, she's a corporate baddie. Correct.
She travels the whole world.
Hey,
I'm trying. I
Like-
love traveling.
So when
Miss
you travel,
Have It
when you
All.
decide that you want to travel, like, Yama, it's a perfect
Okay.
month. Yeah.
So most times April, my husband and I travel together because that's March is his birthday, April's my birthday, and a week after it's our anniversary. So March, April, that's normally when we do a trip together. This year we couldn't, but normally that's when we do a trip together. Then each one of us has a trip on their own or with their friends in the year. So we choose the holidays. You choose which holiday you want, and then we plan. So everything is planned almost a year before. So like every trip I did this year was planned last year. So that
Okay.
it's not heavy on the pocket.
Yeah.
So that's how I decide. And then we decide based on how complicated the visa process is, when you will know if you can get leave, because that's also tough. And then holidays. Targeting holidays makes the leave a bit longer, but without having to be away from work too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know you recently just went to Paris.
Guys.
Is Paris, apparently Paris is not how we see it. Like,
I think it depends
Maybe
where you
dirty.
go, like any city. Where we went, I loved where we were.
Okay.
Like Paris was, I mean, like any city, there'll be corners where people probably pee against the wall and it stinks.
nah.
But
I heard it stinks by the Seine. The Seine, I think that's what it's called.
by the
body of water, the Seine.
yeah. So
It
normally because when
stinks.
water
It stinks
stays
'cause
for
it's
too
toilet
long,
water.
yeah.
Oh.
But it didn't. It's not bad. Like
Apparently, Paris just stinks.
No, I didn't experience that. I was happy. We went twice. So we went to Paris, then we went to Italy, then we came back to fly back, and we enjoyed both times. And we stayed in different sides of Paris.
Okay.
And it was absolutely amazing.
Magical.
Yeah, it wasn't stinky.
Did you go to that thing where they
Lock.
do the yeah?
Yeah. The
pedal.
key.
No,
On the Eiffel Tower?
we didn't go into the Eiffel Tower. So I'm not a very like touristy person. If there's a tourist destination, I want to see it for a few minutes, take pictures, and then I'm done. I like, my favorite destinations are water beaches. Like where there's beaches,
Lovely.
warm beaches. That's where my favorite place is to go. But I always wanted to do a Euro summer, and it was absolutely perfect.
And you did have a Euro
There's this
summer.
trend there, Euro summer. What's happening?
Yeah, I mean summer
In Europe.
In Europe.
I
yeah.
beat that and stuff.
chase the
Yeah,
summer.
chase the
'cause
summer.
Who likes winter?
Not like guys, I want to go to Greece. Eh?
I want
That's
to go.
what I was saying.
That's in my bucket list.
Literally Rome, maybe as well.
Wow.
I think life is just
Aish.
part of living is
Yeah.
to tick off your bucket list.
I think going back to the conversation about like the conversations I had with my husband when we met, we both talked about travel. And I
Yeah.
was like, I like to travel. I want to travel. And I think our first trip together, we still ask ourselves how we did it because we did not have money, but we went to Dubai together.
Oh wow.
And we were like,
Guys, it's different.
for
eh?
a week.
Yeah, like chief.
He proposed in Thailand. We went to Thailand.
Wow.
So we always said travel is like a top priority in our relationship.
Yeah.
So it's something that we work for.
Another day.
Yeah, for real. You see what
But
you see what we sounded.
The guys are.
That's the furthest he'll drive. 30 minutes, bro.
Bro, you can't even take you to Mokoloshi.
Bro can't even
Can't
take you
even
to
take you to
Lovatse.
Lovatse. It's cheap. But I've always said to myself that before, I'm maybe too young to be talking about having kids, but I want to be well traveled
Yeah.
before I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
kids. That's like a main thing,
Yeah.
like to be.
And it's not a
well-traveled.
far-fetched thing. I feel like if you think it, it means it's possible.
Yeah.
I tell people I love cheesy movies. I love the romance because someone thought about it. It means it can happen. So I'm a lover.
So, like, you're a hopeless romantic.
I am.
Wow.
I am.
Thingy. A lot of people say that women in the corporate world have to prove themselves twice as hard. Have you experienced that, and how do you handle it?
I think yes and no, but yes, more than anything. So a lot of the times, I think because women have a lot more responsibility at home, they often have to compensate during the day because they can't willingly knock off late because they have children at home to take care of, to do the assignments, and they have to go home and cook. So I don't think I've had to go through that because I've never viewed myself as different from the next person. I think because I grew up with boys, I felt like I was one of the boys.
Yeah.
And I have never felt the discrimination or the lack of opportunity because I'm a girl.
Okay.
But I do know it happens, and I have seen it. And it's true, but we're making strides. I think the corporate
so.
world is evolving. There's a lot more women also in leadership, so they also are having conversations at the level where we need them to be had to ensure that we get opportunities that we deserve.
I saw this discourse about office bullies.
Yeah.
Have you ever been bullied in the office? Like, just had this one guy.
I think, oh no, I think I'm a little bully.
You yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't bully people. Like if someone was to try and bully me, they wouldn't succeed
far, yeah.
because I grew up knowing I had to fight for myself because I was small. And I also used to fight in primary school
Like
Like
physically.
physically fight, like Royal Rumble.
with boys.
Yo.
Trouble.
I know it's weird, right?
But you grew up with boys. So it
Exactly.
makes sense.
So I thought I was one of the boys, but I realized that very quickly that I wasn't.
But you see now, growing up, if I were to say that to someone who's potentially, like, I'd like to see, I'd like to date, like a potential partner, if I were to say, I grew up around boys, I'm one of the boys, they'd look at me like, no, girl, like,
I think it's also the stigma around it
Yeah.
now.
what,
Yes.
male besties and
Yeah, like if you have a lot of male friends, they're like, yuck.
stuff. Yeah,
Like,
so,
people
what
don't
I'm
like us
asking.
hanging out with them too.
Yeah, that have you experienced that in your relationship?
Yeah, I think as you mature, you have to realize that there's dynamics to, like, things look a certain way to society.
Yeah.
So yes, I did grow up with a lot of guy friends. But as I grew up, I realized it didn't make sense for me to be sitting at a table with 8 guys.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't look right. It's
Yeah.
not how I also want to be perceived. And what am I really communicating to the next person? Yes, they were my boys, but was it really necessary? And I had to decide what is it that I actually really want. My partner didn't make me choose, but I had to make a decision to say, look, if I tell him I'm going to hang out with my friends and it's guys only,
Yeah.
Yeah.
would I be comfortable if he had 8 female friends? No.
No.
So why should he be comfortable with me having 8 guy friends?
So it's just adapting.
It's
to
just,
your
yeah,
environment.
and deciding what really matters to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have been speaking a lot about like these motion. So motion means also spending much, traveling, this, that. So the keys, the agencies, the youth want to understand the best ways of managing your finances in general. You can advise us or you can tell us how you do it
Okay.
as Sparkle, as Tsaone Bedi.
Okay.
Financially.
I think it's very important to start making your own money as quickly as possible. It obviously won't be a lot, but the sooner you learn how to make money, the better. So before I started university, I was a waitress at News Cafe, like after Form 5.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to make my own money. And then that's why also when I was in university, I looked for a job. So learning how to make money is very important because if you don't know how to make money, you don't know how to spend money properly. And when it's your money, you're a bit more careful compared to when it's not your money. So it's important to not live above your means. Like living beyond your means is the biggest trap. If you're gonna borrow money from your friends, make sure it's money that you can return because you're expecting to make money, or at least you're expecting a sustainable income. But if you can avoid debt at a young age, that's best. If you get into debt, don't fall into the trap where the bank tells you qualify for this much and that's how much you take. Ask yourself, what kind of life do I want to live? So every time before I make a big financial decision, I look at how it's going to affect my budget. Will I still be able to go to 267? Because that matters to me. Comfortably. Will I still be able to save for my holidays? Okay. If not, then I need to adjust. So it's always remember what matters to you, even if it doesn't make sense to the next person. If you like going shopping every month for X amount, don't do anything that affects that. If you like going out to have drinks with friends, don't do anything that affects that. Sometimes people want us to be overly responsible, but sometimes you have to allow yourself to have some fun.
Yeah.
But have fun within reason learn how to make money and know what really, really matters to you. Because if it matters to you, it doesn't need to make sense to the next person. Like, if you're not trying to buy, like I always tell people, if I don't want 6 children, why am I building a 6-bedroom house?
Yeah.
Like, who's in the other rooms? If I just need a 2-bedroom house, just because someone thinks I should be living in a 4-bedroom house doesn't mean I need to be. So if I want to live in a 2-bedroom house or 3-bedroom house and travel the world,
Yeah.
yeah, because success is different for everyone.
True.
And living paycheck to paycheck might work for the next person, but it might not work for you. So just do you. Don't worry about the next person.
So how do you deal with the consumption that is promoted on social media?
Yeah.
And how should young people deal with that as well?
I think, right? When you're 21 and someone is 35, you're not on the same level in no way. And even if you are, you have a lot more time to be able to do those things. Don't try to live a life that you really do not have any business living now just because you are trying to look a certain way because social media says it's the right thing. Someone might think I'm being a mom or I'm being boring, but I feel like you can look the part without breaking bank or without finding other means of getting the things you want in a way that's going to affect you. Like, there's a lot of push for young girls to date older guys so they can get the nice things that they want. But is that what you want? I always talk about like how on social media, a lot of young girls like to post their bae. But now you're dating someone you can't post because...
Because he's somebody's dad.
You know? And is that who you are? No. So now you've added on to this depression.
No way, I just thought I've
no.
thought of this girl. She tweeted about how her man has seen Michael Jackson live.
No.
And then they're like, yo, like, you know, how old is your man? And then they go through her other tweets, and the other tweet is that how sex is just so unenjoyable. Like, it's not enjoyable. And they're like,
guess, Yeah. So I think, again, it goes back to curating your feed. If your feed's making you feel like you need to be buying Gucci when you are in first year, it's the wrong feed.
That's true.
Yeah.
And the designer, yeah,
True.
It is.
But speaking of designer, just speaking of designer, and you know, we have our new president who likes to drip in designer.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I
What are
mean,
your thoughts?
it's his preference.
Yeah.
I think I don't know him personally,
Yeah.
but I've seen pictures of him before he was president, and he was a drip guy.
Yeah.
So
It's just
again, what matters to you? So he likes drip, and
Yeah.
he can afford it. So, bet
you should drip.
drip
out.
drip is for life.
Even in the village, you must wear your Dolces
In front of
and
hungry
Gabbanas.
kids, with torn clothes. Like, do you think that was a poor choice? Like, from a lawyer's perspective.
So I think okay. This one is a bit tricky. So for me, if I am authentic, right, and I say this is who I am and this is what I wear Gucci. No matter where I go, I should be able to wear it.
Yeah.
And if I'm standing in front of people and I see that there's a need in that space that I need to fulfill, it doesn't change whether I come in non-branded clothes does not change the circumstance that those people are in. It's what I then do after I leave or when I get back to my office that says a lot. So even if he had gone there in something else, we still would have felt like he hasn't done enough for those people that were in the village. And those kids probably have no idea how much his stuff costs. We are the ones who know.
For sure.
True.
So
Yeah.
Okay. So for me right now, I'm interested
Well,
in
that was nice. Yeah, like
Awesome.
you changed our.
Yeah,
or
you really changed my perspective on that.
I think I'm
Actually.
overly positive. I've been accused of that. Like I always try to find the
good in
good in
everything.
everybody's. I don't think anyone wakes up and says, I'm going to wear my most expensive jacket so that all the hungry people can see that my jacket. I don't think anyone would ever do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
A normal person, I don't think would do that, you know?
Yeah.
So that's the perspective I like to take. And it's because also a lot of the times negative things are said about people, So if I can be that one person that changes the narrative, I'd like to be that person.
Okay, nice. Do you ever get used for being overly
Yes.
positive? They've used
I've been
you.
hurt.
Eish.
Bang
Oh,
hurting.
oh,
Have you had so many times to happen?
You know, friendship breakups are the worst.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
I've had
man.
my fair share of those,
uh,
but it's okay.
I think it's part of just
Evolving
evolving, right?
and I make friends easy. So when they hurt me, I move on.
Oh.
Basaj.
Basadi.
But actually, speaking of just Basadi, the other chat is then just this woman having planned her friend's wedding. Okay, men think that Basadi just create a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Like, it's a drama, you know? So this woman planned her friend's wedding and then her friend proceeded to not invite her, like not
Oh my gosh,
not
I saw
send,
that.
yeah, not send her an invite.
I saw
So
that.
she felt some type of way because it's like, girl, like I helped you plan your wedding.
Yeah.
Where's my invite? But it's a thing of if you're helping me plan the wedding, you're working like where you don't need an invite.
Yeah, but
But
was that
it's
the
just like-
case? Could she just show
we never
up?
know, but it's just the
Yeah,
thing of her
yeah.
bringing the contrast to say, guys, this my friend didn't invite me. They think that's her causing drama, but it's like, and then it's
Yeah.
back to that girls and friendships and just
Yeah.
how we like the drama. You know, it's always something.
I think when you find good friendships, you have as a woman, you have to hold on to them because
Yeah.
a lot of the times they don't work out because
Yeah.
we are very interesting people.
We're
And we're
very,
very emotional as
Yes.
well.
very emotional beings.
I feel like that girl they are not telling us something.
What are they
know,
supposed to
I feel like she should have
No.
talked to her friend and said,
Yeah.
Chemi, does this mean I'm not coming to your wedding?
Yeah.
But would you have expected an invite?
Yes.
You would
Yeah.
if you were helping plan everything.
If it's an invite only wedding, which is
Yeah.
why I'm asking, was it like that kind of wedding? Like if it's
Yeah.
just a wedding where anybody can rock up, I wouldn't expect a
Yeah,
wedding.
the weddings like
but
that.
where there's like 100 chairs and 100 people
That's
only, and
only,
I don't get an
like-
invite.
Is that only not traditional style weddings like in the
But it's also just like you guys looked at the invite list and you just skipped me.
Not even the invite list. I helped you pick the font.
Yes, I went and picked up the cards,
Like-
and mine wasn't
And
inside.
mine wasn't there.
I think, like I'm saying, if it was a wedding where I couldn't come without an invite and I
Yeah.
didn't get it after helping you plan, I'd feel some type of way. But if you were doing invites because sometimes people just do invites, but anyone can really show up, it's okay.
It's okay.
But you should ask also. I've learned that you need to ask. Or can they-
That's why they are not telling us something. Maybe because obviously how by plan they have like communication in or like they're so in touch. One kind of like who so
Also, maybe she's the planner and she's not a guest. So she must
That's
show
another
up as
thing.
a planner.
She must come and work at the wedding. Crazy.
Right?
But yeah, just seeing we are about to close. To 5-year-old Tsaone, to maybe 10-year-old Tsaone, what would you tell her?
I'll tell her to relax. It all works out.
Ah, that's so sweet.
patience.
Just don't worry.
Patience
Like,
is a
girl.
It'll be alright.
But yeah,
lovely.
before we close off, I'd love to ask, like, I'm more interested in like the youth, like the young ones in the corporate space. As you know, Gen Z is now back on no graduate. The majority of them get on about in the corporate space.
Yeah.
But they're still looking for employment. So I wanna ask her, like, what's the relationship between the older people and the Gen Zs now as they're going in? Because they're not enjoying the
Yeah.
space. So I want to ask how an experience or the feel that you are getting. Maybe some even text you, Babu.
This is what's
Hey,
happening.
this is what's happening.
Yeah.
Can you advise? Can you help us navigate the whole
To the kids.
situation?
I think as a precursor to my statement, I think as a society, we just sometimes aren't nice to each other, like nicer to the younger generation. So sometimes it's not even the corporate space. It's just someone who's just decided that young people are entitled, I don't like them, they don't work hard. And then they create a bad environment for you, and then you don't like it, your experience is terrible. But the corporate space now has developed a lot of policies that have been influenced by some of the issues that young people have raised about being bullied, about being harassed, and about just being excluded, you know? So personally, that's also what corporate millennial was to try and do. There was the older generation and the younger people, then there was us in the middle, trying to bridge that gap. So my aim was to try and get everyone to understand each other so that we find a working or middle ground. But to the young people, I always say that unfortunately, corporate has rules right now that may not favor you or that may seem unfair. But sometimes before you get things fixed, you have to play the game.
part,
You have to play. You have to play to the culture.
Yeah.
Get the right to speak up. But a lot of people now, probably my age, were able to bridge that gap where there are certain things that I like that probably a younger person also likes. So if I can speak up for myself, I'm essentially speaking up for the person that's coming behind me. Instead of me then deciding because someone made my life uncomfortable, I'm going to make your life uncomfortable. My goal is to be the boss that I would want to have, or to make sure no one ever leaves work crying because of me or because I bullied them. And I think a lot of people are in that place where if they're older, they imagine that this person is like my child's age. How would I want them to be treated in the work environment? But we do have people that are not nice people.
Yeah.
And I say it's not because of corporate, it's just life. In life, there's bad people and good people. You're going to interact with all those kind of people, but you have to figure it out. Even at school, there's that one person that didn't like you for no reason, but you probably end up in a group with them. You have to do the work. That's literally what work is. It's one big group assignment that we have to do every day. And
Yeah.
So our president is trying to get more youthful people, young people in the
Top
parliament,
places,
top
yeah.
places, yeah. So speaking of that, we have like Honorable Lesego Chombo. So do you feel like Batswana ba mo bully or ka diri tiro ya gagwe?
I think we're hypocrites, right?
Yeah.
We see a job ad that wants 15 years experience, and we complain that why would an officer job want 15 years experience? Where are we supposed to get experience? Give youth a chance. Then youth are given a chance. Oh, that person doesn't have experience. So we don't know what we want. When we're given something that we want, sometimes because it doesn't look the way we wanted it to look like, then it's not right. But we still also don't know what it should look like. So for me, Lesego Chombo, Honorable Lesego Chombo, is a great example of no one's path is going to look like yours. Someone else might start from politics at UB all the way to being a member of parliament, but that doesn't mean you can't come in a different way because of the path that you choose. And just because you are young, it doesn't mean you are not qualified. So someone else is looking at Lesego Chombo and thinking, oh, wow, okay, now I know that I can use pageantry to get into important rooms.
Yeah.
And then they take it seriously.
Be part
And
of
then it will
important
enter somewhere.
conversation.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I love the story because it just shows us that nothing is linear. Nothing is going to look the way you expect it to look. And therefore, you should always ready yourself for an opportunity. Don't sit at home and complain and do nothing.
And wait for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lastly, I'd love to
Le-
talk about like something really serious. Like over the years, like from last year, like Matuta or youth, ke bona ba ntseng, like taking their lives. Once by
Yeah.
suicide, they've been exposed to depression and all that. So, what do you think is the cause, and how? What's your take on the whole thing, like
Yeah.
the stats and all that?
I think it goes back to some of our core societal issues, just our family dynamics as a society. Two, it goes back to the social media aspect, the overconsumption. You're sitting at home and you're seeing someone, probably your age in South Africa, living in a big house, driving a big car, and you're still struggling to get a job. And there isn't enough support or frameworks that allow people to get help. And there's a stigma also to getting help. Then we have Facebook, where if someone talks about their mental health, again, the same people that tomorrow are mourning you or posting that they can't believe you did this are the same people that bully you until you get to
That point.
that point. So we're a society that works in, we live in isolation. Today I'm talking to people about bullying. Don't bully people. Tomorrow I'm the bully just because it's not my friend. So as a society, we just need to go back to our core principles and our core values about just respecting the next person. Before you say something hurtful, just understand that that person might be in a very dark space. and you don't know what those words are going to do to them.
Yeah.
And also, as the person that's going through stuff, it's very important to look out for yourself and call out for help. Just ignore the naysayers and get someone to help you, because there's no need to take that route.
Yeah, is there anything you do in particular to keep your mental healthy?
I stay positive. I think that's what helps me. When something goes bad, I get home, I vent to my husband, and after that I'm like, but anyway.
Those of us without husbands.
If my husband is not there, I vent to my mom, my brother, my mom, my brother, family, my mom, my brother, some of my friends, because you don't vent on a public forum also, because people don't forget your vents. But people that care about you can keep some of your vents that should have not been made public private.
Yeah.
So if there's something that I strongly have views about that could be a public thing, I won't say it on a social platform, because tomorrow if I've changed my mind, people are going to remind me that you said this, and then call me a liar, call me a hypocrite, and then that's also going to lead me to that point. So I use social media cautiously. I curate my feed. I talk to people. I'm still to discover or explore therapy.
Okay.
But I think I'm at a point where I've learned the tools that I need to manage my mental health. Yeah.
And I think also having a strong community around you plays a
absolutely.
big role.
Yeah.
No, lovely.
Mr. Molo,
Chill out.
Who's that?
Mr. Moloto, he comes, he takes people to rehab.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Do you have any quote that you live by? My favorite one, I think this one, well, it's not, let me just tell you guys mine. I think it goes, and those that were seen dancing were thought to be crazy by those that couldn't hear the music. So however you clock that, clock it.
That's
But
nice.
yeah, it's
Love
just,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Mine
you
would
guys can
be
go.
a verse, actually. And it coincides with what you just said. It says, do not let anyone look down on you because you're young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in life. I don't know the rest of it verbatim, but it just basically encourages me to remember that when I'm in rooms where I feel like I'm too young to be in them, or when I'm trying something and I think I'm not qualified, I should remember that I can actually, if I can knock at that door and someone opens, then that's my chance and that's my shot.
I mean, there has to be a reason you're at that
Yeah,
door.
100%.
You know?
exactly.
Guys, clock it. No, thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, mine is let's be kind, guys.
I agree.
Let's be
Be nice
kind.
to each
Chief.
other.
Yeah.
Dank
And that's
Wabo.
literally.
Nice, Chief.
And when you're looking for a partner,
Yeah.
look for someone nice.
Yeah.
Like someone that's kind. But before anything else, if they're not a nice person, they're not going to be nice to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One day you're gonna be on the brunt of that.
Yeah.
Hey. Anyways, MVP of the week.
I choose Sparkle.
For sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you guys have donkeys? You know these guys, they give donkeys on the pod. They have donkeys of the week.
Which donkey do we have?
Una kupa motso ferra o baby oil kana tena irang braai.
Yeah.
Who was that?
We'll get
You
there when we
don't
get
know
there.
that shit that's trending on Facebook.
I'm not on Facebook. Anyway, it's been clueless. We've been real. Goodbye.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Yo mo Jamaica re ke yo.
Jamaica.
Ara re hele tse mo.
Thank you